I'd definitely be interested to see how I go with this, because I'm not really, like, still 100% confident on a lot of these matchups specifically, and I don't always feel like I have the highest amount of, like, experience, but yeah, I just decided, yeah, I'll give this a try just to see what happens anyway. So yeah, basically, up the top we got the Donald and Goofy tier, haha, funny. Easy dubs, favourable matchups, fun matchups, the not favourable ones, and then the nice fridge tier is my -2 because he kicks my ass every time I play this game. Warning! Welcome to the chat, I hope you're having a good day today. Zexo, same to you too, man, it's cool to see you in here, and same to you too, Fridge. It's nice to be back on stream, man. I've had a busy few days. Oh, man. I'm not really, honestly, 100% sure where to start with this, but, dude, Fridge. I had to, man. I had to. I feel like I should make this pretty easy. Start off with the, easy dubs, so definitely Donkey Kong for the obvious reasons. You know, you can pretty much just wall him out of existence, you know. Against a good Duck Hunt, I don't think Donkey Kong's just gonna be able to get in at all. I do hope everything's going alright with the new microphone as well. I'm, not really sure if I've got, like, the right audio settings. Dude, I'll be trying to play Smash earlier. I will admit I'm feeling still a bit kinda like drained because I'm feeling the effects of getting the vaccination. Who else should I go for next? Oh yeah, definitely Incineroar. That's an easy dubs, basically for the same reason as Donkey Kong. But, the issue with, Incineroar is that he does have down B at least, so, yeah, as long as he doesn't get in, I'll be fine, pretty much. But, yeah, if he hits Revenge on my projectiles and gets in, I'm, like, dead in a couple of hits. Esp, I definitely feel like Wii Fit is in the middle as well. I need more experience against Wii Fit trainers. Duck Hunt beats Samus by a bit. I feel like that's definitely in the middle because... how do I put it this way? Although I do have good projectiles, and they do block Samus's, I feel like Samus actually has a decent time getting in on me because it's so difficult to hit Samus players that know how to use the down B. So let's bring this up. I'll put that in the kind of fun matchups tier, I'm not gonna lie. I actually like playing against good Samuses. But yeah, Can basically just beats Charge Shot altogether. Like, so does the Gunman and the Side B. Like, a fully charged Charge Shot cannot get past those projectiles. I'm just thinking, who should I put in next? Oh yeah, I forgot about Ganondorf. Yeah, pretty much all the heavies except Bowser are gonna be in this list. Like, for the same reasons. Like, Ganondorf, too slow, gets walled out. Once he's off stage against Duck Hunt, he's basically just dead. He's not gonna stand a chance of really getting back to stage. Heavy versus Zona moment. Well, I will admit, I still kind of feel like, against Bowser, it's a bit 50-50. Bowser's not as easy to wall out as the other ones as Duck Hunt, surprisingly. I mean, I do play against a lot of Bowser players that know what they're doing, but basically, Bowser is like a faster Incineroar matchup to me where he doesn't need revenge to kill me in 2 hits. Dude, That's the thing. Bowser is actually generally a tough matchup for me, because it's like, I can pull off some really good, like, stocks on him. Then he'll just come and, like, hit me twice and I'm dead. Compared to, like, my 10 hits. I feel like Bayonetta is definitely favourable for me, because it seems like a lot of Bayonettas do generally struggle to kill, and some of their moves, at least in Ultimate, are predictable. It's also because I can get out of some of her combos by literally just pressing the B button. And, yeah. Not gonna lie, it's kind of not that fun for Bayonetta players. But then again, I don't really play against a lot of Bayonettas. I feel strange because I'm an Ultimate player. Never really had the chance to play Smash 4, so I didn't really experience that hell. I'm gonna have to put Little Mac up in Easy Dubs tier, even though I'm terrible against Little Macs online. Basically, yeah, projectiles just, for the most part, kill Mac, and as long as I can stay away from him, I'm pretty fine. Have I seen Poppy Playtime yet? No, I have not, warning. I have not, I should definitely play it for a stream. I'm actually thinking more about games to stream as well, because, like, I really want to get more into Mario 64 ROM hacks as well, because there's just so much to do. I do need to play more horror games. I've actually been getting into a lot of, horror movies lately. Mostly because of my girlfriend, fantastic taste in movies. Oh, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm thinking about Captain Falcon, and it's not exactly favourable for me just because of how fast he is, and yeah, like, the speed alone just makes it kind of difficult for me to properly wall him out, but it's still a very doable matchup, because it's kind of like, I'll be fine if I can get him off stage, but man, rushdown characters just kind of kick Duck Hunt's ass. Like, it's a struggle of a matchup, I'll tell you. I'm just kind of like going by the matchups that I'm more familiar with at the moment. At least it's nice to like go off of the matchups that I know first, because I know like the other less familiar matchups for me. I will probably be stuck trying to decide on them for a while, but I don't know, like, I'm thinking about Ness as, I don't know whether or not to put it in the middle or favourable. I mean, it's just again, like a lack of experience for me playing against good Ness players, but a lot of the Nesses that I come across online think they can just straight up absorb my projectiles when they can't. And it's funny just seeing them try, because, like, I see a lot of Ness players, like, when I put out my gunman, they'll just sit there and hold down B, and it's like, I'm just sitting here like, yeah, that doesn't work. That is a bad idea. Oh, man. I'd like to play against more good Ness players. Even for Steve, surely. I agree with that. Definitely. Just because it's a struggle to basically approach for both characters in that match. And it kind of feels like, yeah, literally none of it. Like, you can't approach Steve. Steve can't approach Duck Hunt. Steve's definitely better at walling out Duck Hunt, but his speed makes it extremely difficult for him to get into. Like, the blocks just tend to stuff over a lot of my can plays, but then again, like, Steve, I know, definitely struggles with the gunman and the clay pigeons. So, that's definitely a pretty even matchup for me. I should put something in the nice fridge tier. I do have a few ideas for characters to be in that one. First of all, Snake. Snake. Mainly because I just can't go off stage against him. If I get off stage, I'm getting side B'd and I'm losing my stock that way. But the other thing is, like, him being able to have grenades out against me is kind of painful, and I gotta play extra careful against that because basically his explosives, their hitboxes reach through my gunman. So, and there's also the fact that when it comes to close range as well, his moves are just straight up better than mine, and he can kill. Who to put up next? That is a good question for me, though. I do feel like Palutena should be in this tier as well. Like, keep in mind, I'm not really doing this in, like, any specific order. But, yeah, Palutena got a good reflector. Basically has an easy time killing me. She has side B as well, which is not really great. There's, I can't exactly, like, wall that out. There's the neutral B too, which, has a very good range against me. But yeah, overall, Palutena is just a frustrating matchup for me. Not to mention being juggled by Nares. Another one for the nice fridge tier, definitely Falco. Oh man, Falco with his shine demolishes every can play because, like, because of how he kicks out his shine, he doesn't even need to go near near my can just to stop me from being able to hit it. It's painful. But on top of that, Duck Hunt is generally an easy character to juggle, especially if I don't have a can out to get out of combos, so yeah, Falco definitely belongs here to me. Weirdly though, I struggle a little bit less against Wolf players, so like, I know, like, a lot of people out there, they tend to say that Wolf is by far Duck Hunt's worst matchup, but I honestly don't really feel that's the case, because at least out of the Wolf players that I've been able to play against, it's kinda easy to work around their reflector, and I'm not sure, like, there's also a couple of things that are kind of, like, advantageous towards me in this matchup. For example, like, Wolf basically can't side B towards the stage because I can F-smash him out of that and kill him. And, some of his aerials are punishable for me. It's just a matter of, a lot of Wolf players can't really rely too much on the reflector. But, yeah, that's mainly because, like, how do I put it this way? I know it's more of an online thing, but they tend to just, like, sit there and basically let themselves be grabbed, but the reason why I will always feel like it's a very, like, not favourable matchup is just because of Wolf's own neutral B. Defeats a lot of my projectiles. It's painful. And it forces me just to kind of, like, go in and I have to hit him with an aerial or something. I will say a matchup that is definitely favourable for me now that I think of it. Banjo. It's that was a bit of an odd one for me to think about because I know there's not a crazy amount of Banjo players out there like Duck Hunt, but there's just a lot that I can do against Banjo. Like, he does, in a lot of ways, struggle against my projectiles, and he's one of the easier characters to hit Clay Pigeon combos on, because, like, yeah, it's basically as Fridge is saying here. He loses a lot of matchups, but also, not only is it easy for Duck Hunt to combo Banjo, but if they whiff a Wonder Wing, they're getting Clay Pigeoned or F smashed. It's just, the only thing that's kind of in Banjo's way is being able to tap the B button a lot more, but he does actually lose even up close to Duck Hunt. But then again, that might change if I come across more good Banjo players. I'm definitely gonna put Pikachu in this tier. The, yeah, the nice Fridge tier. Dude, it's Pikachu. Very difficult to hit, very small hitboxes. It's just all-round painful, and Pikachu is one of the characters that can easily edgeguard me and get around all of my projectiles. But yeah, man, Pikachu's a painful matchup, not to mention that I do get stuck in a lot of those combos. I definitely say, at least in terms of Pichu though, it's not as bad. I'm not sure whether or not I should put Pichu in not favourable but doable or kind of fun matchups, because Fridge, honestly, your Pichu is the only one that I played against in a long time, and it feels like Pichu, although he is difficult to hit, it is still kind of a struggle to get through to me, because, like, you're one of the characters that does die early, even to Duck Hunt. Like, it just really takes a couple of good hits for me. I'll put that in the middle, because he does have a lot of, like, the Pikachu traits against me as well, but that might change. I'll need a bit more time to think about that one, actually. Let's see. I'm thinking about Byleth as well. Just while I have this in mind, I'm putting that definitely in the favourable matchups for me. See, as you'd expect, Duck Hunt does excel against some of the slower characters. Like, even if they do have a bit of range, it's just easy for me to generally wall out Byleth. And to put it this way, if they go for a neutral B, it's... I'm just trying to think of how to put it. Like, Duck Hunt has a lot of good, like, aerial mobility, so it's pretty easy for me to avoid those neutral B hits, and also it leads into a I'm trying to think of how to put it this way. It leads into a good, like, option for me to punish Byleth players who do spam that move. The other thing is, like, they do just generally struggle a bit up close to me, because, yeah, I have a lot more speed than them. But keep in mind, like, I'm definitely not the most experienced player for this game competitively. A lot of this is just going off of, like, pretty much, like, who I play against online and in arenas, so I'm hoping to get some more tourney experiences against these characters, but I will say Mewtwo. Oh, Actually, I'll do Mewtwo next. I'll do Jigglypuff now. I might juggle Jigglypuff between favorable and fun matchups. Like, it's not the most difficult matchup, but there's just a lot of good Jigglypuffs out there who are good at avoiding projectiles and basically avoiding anti-air moves. Like, say Fridge here, his Jigglypuff just kicks my ass every time. But I still know it's not an easy matchup for Jigglypuff, and obviously, with it being Puff, she can be killed extremely early by Duck Hunt. But the aerial mobility can sometimes make it difficult for me to hit combos on her, and I still don't know the exact percentages that I need. Like, I still don't know the exact percentages for Clay Pigeon combos, that's what I'm trying to say, on Jigglypuff. But it's definitely a matchup that I do need a bit more experience in. But with that said, man, it's a pain getting hit by rest. Fridge, you read me too often. I will say Mewtwo though, I don't mean to put him into not favourable. I definitely put him into easy wins just because even though he has a reflector, it's still easy for Duck Hunt to work around that one, and I can kind of just throw out more projectiles than what Mewtwo can really deal with. Also, yeah, Mewtwo's like hurt boxes with the tail especially, and just how tall he is and how like how low a percent I can kill him, it just makes it kind of like a borderline unfair matchup. I mean, it's definitely not Donkey Kong or Incineroar level of unfair, but still, it's quite up there. I feel like I'd put Lucas generally around the same area as Ness as well, because, like, I kind of get the same traits between Ness and Lucas players who try to rely on the down B to absorb projectiles, and it just doesn't really work. And the issue is, like, the reason why I feel like this can sometimes be tough for Ness and Lucas players is that they have to rely on their forward smash to deflect projectiles against me, and that can lead into some relatively easy punishes for Duck Hunt, just because, you know, they'll be more focused on hitting the projectile. You can just kind of come in and hit them with an aerial. Man, I need some water. Guys, I will be a quick second. Alright, back into this. Man. So, warning, you just ran into a YouTube short of a guy burning down a Christmas tree, and the first thought that came to mind was Christmas tree. Brilliant. That is brilliant. I love it, man. I love it. I'm just trying to think, like, out of the remaining matchups, what am I most familiar with? I'd say probably Sephiroth. I definitely put him in favourable. At least personally for Duck Hunt, just because, you know, even though he has good range, Sephiroth with the bloody katana, man, it is a pain to deal with at times. He's also just one of those characters that fits into being really light, can be killed decently early by Duck Hunt, and all around his down B just sucks against me. Because, like, there's always going to be the chance that I'm going to be using my projectiles basically to approach him. It's kind of like what I'm forced to do in this matchup, just because of his attack range. But yeah, I do have problems still recovering against him and being hit by side B and being comboed. So I definitely feel like he'd fit into the favourable category for me, but who knows, that might change over time. I might actually like go back in into the future to this tier list that I'm making after I have a lot more experience and just like change some of these like matchups. Game and Watch, Game and Watch, Game and Watch. I do feel like he fits into the not favourable but doable category for me. The issue is he does have Bucket, but the fact that he doesn't absorb the gunman's bullets and they just work as a reflector, it's like kind of a relief to me in a way, because depending on the range, like if they rely on the bucket to reflect projectiles back at me, I can always just pretty much go in for a grab or try to attack them with an aerial. But basically, the reason why it's not so favourable is because I can't really just throw out Can against Game & Watch, and the clay pigeons are a bit tricky as well because they get reflected at me basically a lot faster. You just gotta really focus on picking your moments in this matchup. It's a tough one, but it's doable. It's all about getting the right punishes in. I'm also thinking, like, I'm not sure where to put Pyra and Mythra, because, like, I don't know what to say about them joint as a character, but standalone, I definitely feel like Mythra is, like, kinda, like, down the bottom here, but Pyra's, like, up the top. So, Fridge, you know Lucas's F-Smash is faster and more safe on shield? I do remember that being the case, but it generally just means that I have to be faster on how I punish Lucas. I do agree with putting Pyra and Mythra together. I don't know, like, I'm just thinking about it, like, I don't really think it's not favourable for the, like, for the two characters together, but I also don't feel like it's favourable. Just because, like, I have an easy time against Pyra, but not an easy time against Mythra's, like, combos and speed and everything like that. It's just all round a bit of a weird matchup. It's kind of like the same case you will see with Pokemon Trainer, where it's like, Charizard is honestly going to be way up in easy dubs for me, but Ivysaur and Squirtle will be, like, kind of scattered across here somewhere. I honestly don't feel like Ivysaur... I don't feel like Ivysaur's a terrible matchup for Duck Hunt. Like, he does have his side B, but that's all he really necessarily has against me. Like, I'm not really so worried about his down air spike because, yeah, I'm basically going to be putting a can anywhere near, like somewhere near the ledge, so he won't be able to do that as much. But yeah, I agree with what Fridge is saying here. Squirtle's in nice Fridge tier. What can I say? That, side B's a pain. Squirtle's combos are a pain. He's difficult to hit as well. But yeah, all around, like, his speed as well. The speed of these, the speed of, Squirtle is just difficult for Duck Hunt to deal with, and it's kind of similar to how Pikachu is in a way, like he's fast and small, and that just makes it a painful matchup, but while I'm here, I'm gonna take Charizard. You know where Charizard's going. Easy dubs. He basically can't Flare Blitz me, unless he gets it in a combo, because, the issue with Charizard, it's kind of like the same as the other heavies. He's relatively slow. He, doesn't have the easiest time edgeguarding me as well, just because of my, projectile game getting back to the ledge. And, he does kind of have to rely a lot on his combos when he gets in just to simply be able to kill me, or hard reads. But yeah, basically the reason why you can't use Flare Blitz on Charizard is because, yeah, as ridiculous as this sounds, the Gunman actually stops Flare Blitz entirely and gives me a free S-Smash. Like, or basically, it gives me time to do any punish that I'd like. It's ridiculous. But with that said, like, it's not the only reason why Charizard's bad against Duck Hunt. It's also just because he's another character that has large hurt boxes, and also kind of like, yeah, struggles against my combos. He's not getting out of them. No one is getting hit by Flare Blitz anyway. Dude, you're exactly right with that, but it also gets a bit, like, ridiculous, because it's even risky for Charizard sometimes to Flare Blitz back to stage, because I can drop a Gunman off the side of the stage, and if they hit that, they're probably getting spiked. That's why, a lot of Charizards, when they, play against me, they tend to just go more for the up B to the ledge. Ridley. Ridley, I'd say, is definitely in the easy win tier, literally. All he has against me is neutral B, but, yeah. Oh yeah, that's right, I forgot about Ivysaur. I'll come back to Ridley, my bad. Ivysaur. Cheers for pointing that out, Fridge. Ivysaur, Ivysaur, Ivysaur. Where is Ivysaur? I actually have to stop to think about where Ivysaur is. Oh, he's right over here. There we go. Ivysaur, I definitely feel like is favourable to me. Just because, like, it's basically, like I said earlier, all he really has against me is the side B, and the down air spike doesn't always work great against me just because of the projectile game off stage, and he just generally struggles to approach me with his slow speed. He is still definitely a powerhouse though, but yeah, he's kind of like, still relatively small, but a lot easier to hit than what Squirtle is. But yeah, it's his speed, and sometimes his range that affects this matchup. Also, if Ivysaur gets hit by Clay Pigeon, he's getting comboed. He's getting comboed, he can't do much about it. Alright, now let's go to Ridley. Easy wins. Basically, yeah, like I said, all Ridley has against me is neutral B. Other than that, he's just, well, basically, like all heavies, I know I'm gonna sound like a bit of a broken record here, but yeah. Like, oh yeah, he also has Nair against me, but basically, any large character is just a sitting duck for Duck Hunt's combos. No, well, you know, I'll say pun intended. But yeah, anyone with large hurt boxes just generally struggles to get past Duck Hunt's walls because it's just too easy to hit them. It's basically like Fridge just stated here, he has no real, like, options to approach. I mean, even if he uses his fireballs, he's probably not going to be fast enough. Like, he's not going to be able to react fast enough out of the move to be able to do something. And yeah, that's basically why Ridley has a tough time. Also, another thing is, he's just generally easy for Duck Hunt to hit off stage. But I don't know. I'll admit, he does have, like, still a lot more that he can do against me compared to the other heavies. Like, I don't want to be off stage against Ridley. Also, he does have a nice command grab if he does get in against me. I feel like this will be one of the few heavies outside of the easy dubs. I'll still put it in favourable. But yeah, K-Rool. The issue that I have with K-Rool is that his cannonball just kind of like blasts its way through my projectiles, but once I do get a good hit against him, it's difficult for K-Rool to just kind of like get out of combos. And how do I put it this way? Like, Clay Pigeon to getting a grab works on him at even some extremely high percents. And he's relatively easy to combo into the can too. He does have a reflector, but it's not always the greatest reflector against Duck Hunt. Because yeah, you're gonna get projectiles just kind of like thrown at you from every direction. But K-Rool does have a lot more that he can do against me compared to like other heavies. Also super armor. But yeah. Just gets comboed. Just gets comboed to oblivion. I'm not really sure where to go next. I've already done Samus, so Dark Samus should be down here. No, that's right. I haven't done Pokemon Trainer as a whole yet. I don't know. This is a tricky one to think about because, you know, Squirtle just makes this matchup definitely like a bit more on the painful side to me, but if there's a way that I can force them into switching, then I do have a good opportunity to beat Pokemon trainers. Ah, man. I'll just need to think a bit more about this, but I do feel like it's kinda not in the favourable side, just mainly due to Squirtle. What to do next? What to do next? I'm not sure. I feel like I'll just do the characters in general, like, order from now on, because I've gotten, like, most of the ones that I've wanted to get out of the way at the moment. Hero, I definitely feel like it's a favourable matchup, just because, like, they have to rely on always looking at the menu just to get bounce. I do know that it's more common in 1v1 games, but the fact that it's not, like, always permanently there is a big disadvantage for Hero. On top of that, he's also not known for being the fastest character, and well, he relies a lot more on RNG than what Duck Hunt does with just his gunmen, but I feel like Duck Hunt just has a much better chance for consistency in this matchup. I'm not really sure, like, what else I can say about Hero. Like, the issue is, like, although he does have some great, like, down special options, a lot of them do kind of get absorbed by the gunmen again, and my other projectiles. I also feel like, just due to his attack speed, he does also lose the Duck Hunt up close, because, like, that's the weird thing to me being a Duck Hunt player. My range sucks, but my attacks are fast. So, yeah, I don't feel like hero players online can reliably spam, like, smash attacks and everything against me. It's just normally not gonna work. Alright, I believe that's Chrom. Correct me if I'm wrong here. But I'm not really too familiar with his character stock icon. That definitely belongs in... Well, it's definitely a winning matchup for me. I feel like it's more on the favourable side just because of his speed though, and him being a rushdown character. But the fact that he struggles a lot against projectiles and is relatively easy to hit in the air with Can, it just makes it a difficult kind of like matchup for him. And especially like if I'm using the Gunman, for example, he's gonna struggle a lot due to the lag he'll get from like hitting them, if that makes sense. But the other thing is, he's not going to survive off stage against Duck Hunt. It's just not doable. But yeah, his speed alone and his general like combos just make it more on the favorable side instead of like easy matchups, like extremely easy matchups. Cloud. I don't feel like it's favourable, to be honest, just because it's difficult to get my projectiles against, not against, around his down B. Not his down B, his neutral B. And in a way, because of that move's like large hitboxes and the fact that I struggle to get my projectiles around it, it does force me to approach a little bit. Or not necessarily a little bit, a lot, but yeah. The other thing is, oh man, even if I do get up close against Cloud, with him being a sword fighter, it's not exactly an easy matchup for my short physical attack range. I feel like this matchup relies heavily on me basically being able to hit Cloud in the air. And that's not always the greatest thing for me. But yeah, Cloud is definitely not favourable. Let's see. Oh yeah, I haven't done DDD yet, but yeah, he goes in the easy dubs tier as well. I mean, Gordos can be a pain to deal with, but yeah, he struggles basically with the same kind of things that other heavies do. I mean, he does live longer than other heavies in the easy dubs list, but he's one of the easiest heavies by far to combo, and I don't really struggle so much getting around like people trying to absorb my projectiles with the neutral B, especially like if I'm on like a Final Destination style stage, for example. I'm just gonna hit the can over the head. But yeah, DDD definitely easy dubs. Let's see. Where is Peach? I should put Daisy down here. Peach definitely in the not so favourable matchups for me. I don't know whether or not I should put Peach in the -1 tier or the -2 tier. But yeah, it's not an easy matchup for me necessarily. Like, I can do anti-airs against Peach to stop the floating, but yeah, basically if I get stuck in one of the combos, I'm dead. And just the turnips are still a struggle for me to deal with, because I have to rely heavily on my projectiles, like, absorbing those hits, and... what else was there? Oh yeah, her neutral B works surprisingly well against me. Like, it's just all round a painful matchup. Oh yeah, also, don't want to go off stage against Peach. I'm basically gonna die. Kazuya, Kazuya, Kazuya. I'd like to say that's more... I don't know whether or not that's neutral or favourable for me. Because he's like on that side of characters that can kill me in a couple of hits, but he is relatively slow. The advantage is he does have his neutral B though. But yeah, if I do get caught in any of his combos, it is just generally a struggle for me to get out of them. And I'm trying to think of what I can say for this matchup. Kazuya, Kazuya, Kazuya. Also, it's just kind of like, it's mainly just difficult when I get up close to him, because that's the thing about Duck Hunt, like, even though, like, I am a zoner with great tools, I usually do have to go up close to my opponents just to get a secure kill if I don't want them living to, like, over 200%. And, yeah, it does make Kazuya's comeback mechanics a bit scary, and just the fact that he can kill me in a couple of hits. I do feel like the other Shotos are a bit more okay-ish besides Terry. I don't feel like that's a great matchup for me. But I'll get to that when it comes to it. Who to go with next? I actually don't know about Diddy Kong. I definitely feel like Diddy Kong is not necessarily favourable for me, just because, you know, the fast character being small thing isn't exactly something that Duck Hunt deals well with. But yeah, the banana peel is just tricky for me to work around, and you can pretty much cut off, like, sections for me, like sections of the stage from me, and that's not exactly what I like as a zoner. Also, even if I do manage to get the banana peel, it's kind of difficult for me to reverse that on Diddy Kong, at least in terms of getting a kill or getting, like, a big reward out of it. Because, yeah, my smash attacks are generally a bit on the slow side and can kill quite late sometimes, depending on the direction I'm facing. Fridge, take as much time as you need, man. I'll definitely say Fox is in the nice Fridge tier. I feel like this one's very self-explanatory, just because, you know, even though I can use projectiles well against him, his fast falling ability just kind of, like, makes it difficult for me to get into any combos, and he does have Shine as well to mix up his aerial options, because, yeah, trying to hit him in the air isn't always fun. It's also just the fact that, you know, he really doesn't struggle to get up close to me, and once Fox gets up close to me, I'm going to get comboed to oblivion. So yeah, that's why I'd say Fox is in the -2 tier for me. I feel like Terry. Not favourable for me specifically, but doable. I mean, I don't know if it's just me being like a bit of an inexperienced player, but I do tend to struggle against Terry's because he just kind of has a lot more going for him than what the other Shotos do in this matchup specifically. Like, he doesn't have as much trouble approaching me, and when he gets that go mechanic, it's like he's just gonna blast right through me. It's painful. And the reason why that's an issue for Duck Hunt is that, you know, once Terry's at 100, he's going to get insane kill power, and, you know, you need to be consistent with your kill confirms. And yeah, if you miss your kill confirms against Terry, it's just ow. Greninja, I'd say also in the not favourable but doable tier. I mean, this one's also like kind of like a self-explanatory one for me, but I'll go through it anyway. Basically, his speed just demolishes me. He's a rushdown character. Duck Hunt can't really deal with those types of characters well. It's just, oh man, it's an all-round like difficult matchup, and just trying to hit Greninja and trying to consistently get any like combos, like projectile combos on him, not easy. But yeah, the other thing is he just juggles me. He absolutely juggles me. And I feel like once I'm in the air, I do kind of have to drift or try and go to the ledge because, yeah, I just kind of get forever stuck in those up airs. Ice Climbers. This is a good thought, actually. I'm not sure where to put this one, because I've really only faced like a couple of good Ice Climbers in my time. But right now I'm leaning a bit more towards the like fun matchups, because like it's not really overly difficult to get kills on Ice Climbers players, but at the same time, if they know their proper desync combos and I get caught in them, I'm just kind of dead. But I don't really feel like I have to worry so much, like having Nana basically disrupt any of my combos, just because, you know, I am kind of fighting at a bit of a range sometimes against them. But all round a generally fun matchup, and I have a lot of respect for Ice Climbers players who can play the characters with desyncs. Ike. Oh man. I definitely feel like he's in the easy wins for me, just because he does struggle a lot with projectiles, and I don't really feel like Nair is a spammable move against Duck Hunt, just because, you know, I have access to Can and everything. It's just not generally easy for Ikes to get in on me. Like, he's not a character known for speed, unfortunately. I mean, he can kill me in a couple of decent hits, but he struggles more than most characters to get in on me, because, yeah, can't really run towards me and can't really use aerials either. It's just all round not a fun matchup for Ike players. Inkling. Inkling's definitely a character that fits into not favourable but doable for me. Let's see. I'll basically start off with the dash attack being painful to go against, but the issue with not Duck Hunt, the issue with Inkling all comes down to kill power and the fact that if I do get a good hit on Inkling, she is a character that I can kill decently early. And the other thing is, I find a lot of Inkling players just rely so much on dashing to get past my projectiles that I can still just kind of like run in and get a grab on them, and I feel like I do need more experience against better like Inkling players, like higher up players, because yeah, I haven't seen many Inkling players since the first year of this game. Oh, next one up is a fun one. Joker, yeah, -2. Basically, speed, combos. I always get trapped on platforms by Joker players. There's just no real avoiding it for me. Like, although I will admit, by far, like, Duck Hunt's best stages are platform stages. It's just not really a viable option against Jokers who know how to do their drag down up airs. Arsene can be a pain to deal with as well, but it's just all round, like, all round Joker, like, with or without Arsene is just painful for Duck Hunt. But I will take solace in the fact that he's still not the easiest character to edgeguard me with, but yeah, I've definitely got to be careful for Arsene and that Reflector as well. Corrin. Definitely put this in favourable, just because, like, Corrin's not really one of those characters that can use her neutral B against me, so I have a generally easy time forcing Corrins to approach, or basically force them into bad situations, which is by far, like, always my goal with Duck Hunt, considering I'm a trap character, but it's just not really fun locking Corrins away from being able to use one of their best moves consistently. Ooh, I have to let my cat out. I'll be back in a second. Ooh. Fridge, welcome back, man. Would you agree with me with saying that, Corrin struggles to use some of her best moves against Duck Hunt? Because, honestly, man, the fact that, you know, basically I block a lot of Corrin's move, neutral B, it's, yeah, it's painful. Duck Hunt's a character that forces him or her to approach. Dude, cheers, Fridge. I've been trying, like, considering my, playtime with Duck Hunt, I get the feeling, like, when the matchups are good, they're really good, but when they're bad, they're just absolutely terrible. He's kind of like one of the most in-between characters, like, he has, like, a decent amount of fun matchups that are, like, relatively even. But it's also, like, kind of, like, the same for me when it comes to, like, favourable matchups and not so favourable matchups. Like, I feel like it's a bit all over the place. Because, like, there's archetypes where Duck Hunt just kind of, like, can destroy them, but he struggles against anyone rush down. I do feel like Ken is more on the favourable side. I'd probably say the same for where's Ryu? Right here. There we go. It's mainly just because, like, it can be difficult for them trying to approach, and, like, like a lot of characters, it's not easy for them to use their neutral B to kind of like try to approach me. But yeah, at least there is a lot of like solace in the fact that they will kill me pretty easily if they do get in. It's just the issue is actually getting in on Duck Hunt. That's kind of like a recurring factor between a lot of these like characters. Like, if you're basically along the lines of Fox, Joker, you know, Pikachu, you'll have a easy time against me. But yeah, anyone who's kind of like average speed, who doesn't have like a good reflector or anything like that, it can be a genuine struggle to get in sometimes. Kirby, Kirby, Kirby. I definitely would put Kirby, not there, in favourable as well, just because... I'll put it this way, Kirby's a character that's easy for me generally to catch off guard. I have seen a lot of like great Kirby players out there though who like know how to get around my projectiles and how to use Kirby's jumps properly, but there are a lot of weaknesses that Kirby has, especially like now that I've like started to learn the matchup a lot better, considering like I've had a lot of experience playing Duck Hunt against Kirby. First of all, his up B to ledge is extremely exploitable for me. His aerials can get a bit predictable sometimes, so it's easy for me to kind of like hit him with a can, or sometimes I can even easily hit Kirby's with a clay pigeon in midair. It's like, it's weird. I don't personally know like what it's like playing Kirby against projectile characters, but yeah, you can't really go like I'm trying to think of a good way to put this. Basically, it's like you either want to be up really high to the point where I can't hit you, or you want to be on the ground. Because yeah, if you're anywhere like in that middle range, expect to be hit by a can or an aerial. But it is kind of fun though. Like, I love seeing Kirby's like neutral B against Duck Hunt, and I'll admit, like, it can be quite an issue when Kirby's absorb you and they know how to use a can. Fridge, I feel like you've probably seen Helicon doing some can combos against me with Kirby, and man, that's one thing that keeps Kirby from being in the easy dubs category for me, at least personally, because yeah, he has a lot of can combos that he can do himself. I definitely feel like Bowser Jr. would fit well in the middle. I mean, he's just a character that has a lot of good projectiles himself, and admittedly, it can be a struggle for me to work around. He's basically any of his projectiles. His side B as well works great against me, because yeah, I can't always react quickly to that move. But oh man. Fridge, I'd love to hear your take on this matchup. But it can be a bit of a issue as well with just generally some of his physical attacks. Like, he does have a lot more kill power than me. I do agree with you, his projectiles are slow. I feel like well, his neutral B definitely is. I might be a bit like biased though, because the main Bowser player that I played against is Sheikah, and his Bowser... Oh no, I meant Bowser Jr. Yeah, his Bowser Jr. is absolutely insane with what he can do. I feel like that's one of those matchups that will change over time for me, though. Like, I'd like to save this template, or at least screenshot it somewhere, so... Yeah, somewhere along the lines, I might, like, kind of, like, go back and re-look through this. Link, he's slow. He's slow. Where did I put him? There we go. Definitely favourable for me. Definitely favourable. He's Boomerang and he's Neutral B and sometimes he's Bombs as well. It's just, that's all the stuff that keeps it from being an easy win for me. See, it is one of those matchups where it can be difficult for me to approach, but it's severely more difficult for Link to approach in this matchup, just because of his like run speed. But I feel like this is one of those times where I need more experience in the matchup, because I don't really know a great deal of like high level Link players. It's one of those matchups I want to see more of in proper tourneys. Lucario, look, I love Lucario, but he just gets destroyed by my projectiles too. Like, I feel like it's basically the same situation for why Lucario loses to a lot of characters. He just relies... He has to rely too much on his aura mechanic, and it's kind of a shame because he is one of those characters that isn't necessarily difficult for Duck Hunt to kill, at least from my own experience, but looking on the plus side of things, it is difficult to edgeguard him sometimes, but yeah. It's just overall a struggle for him to get through my projectiles, and I'm not really too afraid of his mechanics. Rambo, I probably won't go to Pixel just because it's a bit far from me, and the reason why I'm hoping Smash at Swanston and what was it? The GG Easy Bar will be like running tournaments soon. Yeah, I'm hoping for those to open up again, because I'm just trying to think. Like, again, those tournaments are really easy for me to get to, and especially like Smash at Swanston. Right, if I were to enter those tourneys, I could actually stream beforehand as well, which is nice because it does not take me long to get there at all. Oh yes, Rambo, I did actually message them about that. They did say they're hoping to run the tourneys again soon, and that they did have a online... Oh, I'll actually double check what they said to me. I mean, I'm mainly hoping for GG Easy Bar, because that was like my favourite tourney. They're trying to get back into the swing of things now. But yeah, I'm just like waiting to see what happens there. I feel like Smash at Swanston's definitely going to be the most consistent tourney for me. Dude, Rambo, I have heard about the Duck Hunt player that does go to Pixel. It's just the issue is, like, with it... That's the one in Dandenong, right? That is, like, honestly, kind of a ridiculously far bit of travel for me just to go to a Smash tourney. No, it's a new one. Where was the location again, man? I'd need to learn more about this. Honestly, I really would. I'm also, like, just taking a few seconds to think about where to put Lucina. Huntingdale. Ooh, that's not too far from me. I might consider that one. Bryce, welcome to the chat. I hope you're having a good day today. In fact, I hope you're having a good day too, Rambo. Bryce, you'll be sad to see this, but Incineroar's in the easy dubs tier for Duck Hunt. Oh, man. It's sad. I might look into that. I really might look into that. That'll be a good thing for me. I do feel like Lucina might be somewhere in the middle, to be honest. I mean, I know it sounds odd, but like, it's just kind of like, not necessarily easy for me to, like, hit her with my projectiles, and I'm just trying to think, like, how to explain this one. I find in a lot of occasions it's, like, difficult to, like, anti-air Lucinas with my can as well, because basically it's not difficult for her to just kind of, like, throw out an aerial and hit my can away, and that makes it a bit painful. But this is one of those matchups where I rely a bit more heavily on just going for can throw combos and the like. Also, yeah, Lucina can combo me, so yeah. What makes Ike and Mewtwo especially good for Duck Hunt? I'll start with Ike. Basically, he's slow, very, very slow movement speed. He's one of those characters that's easy to wall out. And I mean, like, really, really easy. But, yeah. It just makes it not really fun for Ike players. And he can't really rely on things like neutral air as much. Which, sucks because, yeah... I gotta stop saying that. With Ike, if you whiff moves like that, you're gonna get punished. Mewtwo, it's mainly just the fact that he's a massive hitbox, and his reflector isn't always the greatest against my projectiles, but it's mainly just the fact that I can still wall him out, and he's massive, like he's got a massive hurtbox, and he's extremely light, so I have no trouble at all killing him. Ooh. I need a drink of water, clear up my throat a bit. Let's see. Luigi. I feel like Luigi does fit kind of in the middle. I believe that would be a pretty fitting, like, area for him. I mean, his neutral B can work surprisingly well against me. I'm also just trying to think, like, he does have that advantage of being a character that will combo me to death if he does get in, and his grab range is just kind of, like, something that always catches me off guard, but he's also on the side, sometimes he can be tricky for me to anti-air, but I do also feel like he's on the side of being easy for Duck Hunt to edgeguard. It's mainly because, like, I can kind of, like, throw out moves like Gunman, and if I manage to time my can right, I can block his side B completely. And it's surprisingly not as difficult to do as it sounds. Bryce, I do hope you're the best with your schoolwork, man. I do hope that everything turns out well. Schoolwork is always fun. Let's see, Mario. Oh. No, I didn't mean to do that. Mario, I feel like, is definitely not favourable. Mainly because of his combos, and Cape works really, really well against me. Yeah, I'm just gotta think about this one. Oh man. I can definitely tell that the vaccine's kinda like made me a bit tired. But basically it's all to do a lot with the Mario's combo game and his approaching options, and he can sometimes work well against my anti-air options, but it is doable mainly because, like, if Mario players are kind of like easy to punish when they become predictable for Duck Hunt, and they can't always rely on, what was it, the cape too much, because, yeah, I know that if they're gonna spam it, I'm gonna run in for an aerial. Rambo, you say the sad thing about alphabetical tier lists is you have to wait until the end to yell at you for claiming that you beat Wii Fit. I don't think Wii Fit is a necessarily good matchup for me, to be honest, at all. Esp said earlier that Wii Fit would go with the fun matchups, but Wii Fit to me is actually not favourable. The reason why I'm going to be putting Wii Fit in not favourable for me is because, yeah, basically that ball, that one move, makes my projectile game so difficult to pull off. And on top of that, Wii Fit has some decent run speed, and I'll admit, once Wii Fits get in on me, it's just kind of like, ow. Like, I'm just trying to think of how to, like, word it. Yeah, basically, it's like Rambo's saying here, Wii Fit annoys my projectile game, and it's just all round difficult for me to not get grounded by that jab or, like, stuck in the multi-hit aerials, like, whenever Wii Fit gets in on me. Also, deep breathing just casually exists and obliterates me at stupidly low percents. Bryce, the reason why I feel the hero matchup is favourable for Duck Hunt is mostly because you have to rely on getting bounce. And I don't really feel like hero always has a fun time against Duck Hunt up close. It's just a matter of me knowing when to, like, dodge your own projectiles. Yeah, that's the other thing as well, like, it's really difficult to get the options from menu when you actually need them. Dr. Mario. It's gonna be a bit of a difference from regular Mario. Dr. Mario definitely unfavorable. Mainly because it's basically all about the run speed. I mean, I know Dr. Mario has great kill power, but he's not really the easiest to approach with when it comes to Duck Hunt. And Yeah, it's just all round not a fun time for Dr. Mario. Like, he at least does have his cape, but at least, like, Mario has an easier time recovering, and yeah, it's just not a fun matchup for Dr. Mario. Marth. I'll be honest with you, it's all about the tipper. It's all about basically being accurate, but I feel like this one's a lot more favourable than what Lucina is just because of that. Like, you've got to be extremely consistent with your pacing when it comes to Marth, and on top of that, he also has the same struggles that Lucina has, but yeah, that's why it's a bit more favourable for me. Let's see, I don't know how Wii Fit would go against Steve. I'd assume Wii Fit would win just because of speed and deep breathing alone. Like, it's really just difficult altogether to camp out Wii Fit. We'll see. Rambo, I decided to put them together evenly as characters, but actually, you know what? I might change that because I did do the Pokemon trainer separately. This was what I was gonna do originally. Basically have Pyra in favorable, but just because of I feel like I'm really sounding like a broken record. Just easy to wall out because of slow run speed, and that side B is just not a great projectile against me. But Mythra has the combos, the speed, the everything to work against me. Meta Knight. I feel like Meta Knight should be around similar to Kirby, maybe if not even. I feel like Meta Knight can actually do a lot more against me. Like, it's just generally a lot more difficult for me to hit Meta Knight in the air because of his options with side B, and I also forget what the move's called, the down B though, where he like kinda like disappears and reappears. I definitely need more experience against Meta Knights. Thankfully, this is not Brawl, so I'll take that. But at least I found the Meta Knight players that I have played against, they've been generally like fun matchups for me, so I feel like it's fitting to put it in the fun matchups tier. Brawler. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of feel like all of the Mii matchups are generally favourable for me. Helicon, not only did I get a new mic, but I got a new camera as well. And I'm liking it a lot more. Basically, I decided to just go for it and I got a Yeti mic. Dude, I hope it sounds a lot better though. I definitely do need a drink though. Dude, it sounds so much better. I'm wondering how it's gonna go when I actually get into playing Ultimate matches, because I feel like you're gonna hear the click-clacking a lot more too. Bryce, I definitely feel like the Sword Fighter would be a bit more on the even side, but yeah. Although Mii Brawler does have a decent bit of speed, it's just kind of like he doesn't have much good to work against my projectile game, and yeah, I can still wall him out. Like, he's kind of on that side of being like, how do I put it this way? He has decently good speed, but struggles to really still get past Duck Hunt's projectile game, and pretty much traps as well. I also find that a lot of brawler players, they tend to rely on the command grab a lot, so that can be punishable for me. Yeah, although I do feel like Brawler is by far the best of the Mii characters, still not the greatest moveset. With Gunner, I definitely put that up in favourable as well. I mean, or actually, maybe not favourable. I'll put that in even. I mean, Gunner does have a reflector. I think it depends on what move you choose, but the issue is when Gunners use that grenade move, it's like I kind of have to rely a lot on the gunmen just to block those. But thankfully, if they do rely on that move, I can shoot cans across the stage at them. So yeah, I feel like it's difficult for me to properly rank the Mii fighters because, you know, you never know what moveset they're gonna use. So I just go with what seems to be the more common option. Honestly, man, I don't really feel like Side B works too well against Duck Hunt. It's like, it's the same case for Nessa's PK Fire. It doesn't really work that well against Duck Hunt. Like, how to put it this way? When players spam that move, all it really takes is one gunman and they're getting hit. They're getting hit by it, man. Let's see. Mii Sword Fighter. I will admit this one's also even. At least to me, mainly because I struggle to deal with that tornado move, and when they get in close on me, it's just kind of like, yeah, I'm getting kind of comboed a little bit. But it also heavily depends on what moveset they use, so Bryce, I'm pretty sure Miis do have to declare that they're switching movesets. It's, put it this way, it's basically cheating if you don't tell your opponent what moveset you're using. And it's actually extremely unfair. That's why I'm glad that the characters are not overly broken. At least, like, but yeah, it's still unfair if you go into matchups and not know what moveset they're using. That's why I dislike facing them online, to be honest. Let's see. Villager. Oh man, this is starting to lag a tiny bit. Oh, there we go. I kind of feel like I can put Villager and Isabelle around the same area. It's mainly all to do with Pocket and how Villager and Isabelle players use it. Lloyd Rocket isn't really a issue for me when it comes to Villager because, yeah, that doesn't work too well against my projectiles, but with Isabelle, that down B is a lot more useful. It's like a weaker version of Snake's C4. You can just block off certain parts of the stages for me. But I don't know, like, they do fit on the side of characters that are generally easy for me to kill as well. But if they hit me with that can that's been pocketed, I'm just gonna be obliterated. I don't stand a chance. That's why, I just generally hope that Villager and Isabelle players don't know how to use the can against me or misjudge because they pocketed it, they won't get hit by the explosion. But other than that, it's not too bad a matchup. Like, I can still wall them out and try to force them into pocketing, like, projectiles that aren't can. But the other thing as well is, like, I know with some characters, like, they have their moves locked away if they get pocketed, but it's not the case for Can at all. I do feel like that sometimes throws Villager and Isabelle players off. Let's see, Plant. I'll actually put Plant a bit up in the easy wins for me. As much as I love Plant, it's just... he gets walled out, he gets anti-aired. Literally the best move he has against me is down B for range. But... I do admit the Patui can be a bit annoying, but it's really not an issue for Duck Hunt, because I'm going to be attacking from a range against players who spam that anyway, and it is difficult to get that move around my own projectiles because there's not much flexibility with it. Plant does have good moveset, like he does have a decent moveset for reading though, but yeah, he just gets walled out, and the other issue is if he relies too much on the down B, I can punish Plant players pretty easily with that with my range. Pac-Man. I'd like to put that in the not favourable section, or... I'm not sure whether or not to put that in -1 or -2. It's just overall weird for me because, yeah, Pac-Man just has a lot of projectiles, and I gotta think about this one because I don't know too many good Pac-Man players. The Hydrant is definitely annoying for me though, because I don't really like moves that push Duck Hunt around too much when I'm trying to, say, go for a can combo, and it is generally a good move to use against me. It does block off a lot. Bryce, you say you find it so hard to do matchup charts because a lot of the time you have to go off of theory since you haven't played good players for most characters. I'm the same as well. But the issue mainly that makes Pac-Man hard for me is just his aerial game overall, and the fact that he has good mix-up options. It's a pain for me to try and anti-air this character altogether. And some of his like neutral B like combos are difficult to deal with, and the other issue with Hydrant is that it gets around my recovery setup of I think both using Can and the Gunman as well, because Pac-Man just kind of doesn't always have to go near me to kill me off stage. This is going to be a tricky one for me, but I feel like I can wall out Olimar players. Man. I feel like this one might be on the favourable side for me, but I don't know, like, you just don't see many Olimar players these days, and the big issue with me... Oh, the big issue, so when it comes to Olimar, is that trying to side B throw your Pikmin at me isn't always the most reliable thing, just because Gunman, at least going off of memory, can block them. And it's just generally like difficult for Olimar players to get in on me as well. But I don't really feel like I can say a great deal about this matchup just because of my lack of experience against Olimar. So I feel like I'm gonna have to keep Olimar here. I feel like Pit and Dark Pit. This one's actually gonna be tough for me to decide on. I feel like both of them honestly belong in the middle. Like, I'm not completely locked out of, like, anti-airing these characters, but at the same time, their reflector is annoying. But they also still sometimes, like, have trouble getting in on me, and I find that their moves can be, like, easy to punish, like, if they whiff the moves. But at the same time, like, there's a lot of good that both Pit and Dark Pit can do against me. Like, being able to reflect my projectiles with their side B is just painful. But I do find one of the big reliefs when it comes to me playing against this character is basically the fact that their recovery has no super armor whatsoever and can be incredibly exploitable. But I do generally feel like sometimes the speed of both Pit and Dark Pit can get in their way and make it still a bit of an annoying matchup for them against me. Robin. Ah, man. I don't want to feel like I'm putting too many in the favorable section. But or the easy wins. But at least out of my experience, like, I've generally had an easy time against Robins. I mean, I don't know, like, how do I put it this way? Like, sure, like, they can kill me decently early, but the issue is, once again, due to their lack of speed and the fact that their projectiles are generally easy for Duck Hunt to avoid. Like, their side B just doesn't really work well against me, and basically everything from their neutral B but the full charge can be blocked by a gunman, so that is ridiculously dumb. And it makes me feel sorry for Robin players when they play against me, because I can tell it's just not really an overall great experience. I will say though, going on the other end of things though, Rob, I don't feel like he's a overall great matchup for me, because that side B is good to basically stop my can plays, and he's also just generally a character that I have a tough time killing and even getting in against. But yeah, a lot of it's down to the side B reflector just being kinda annoying against my moveset, and the fact that I don't really feel like he has a tough time getting in on Duck Hunt. But there's also the fact that he has, like, 2 really good projectiles on his own as well. It's just tough to deal with. Guys, I will be back in a second. I'm going to give my voice a couple of minutes break. But I'll be back to do this, like, last little, like, I think it's about 15 or 16 characters that I have left to go. I will see how this goes from here. Mega Man, Mega Man, Mega Man. I think we all know where Mega Man is going here. He just pretty much obliterates all my projectiles, and it is such a frustrating matchup to deal with. Like, there's just a lot that Mega Man can do to counteract anything that I can do, and although, like, a lot of characters generally have a tough time approaching Duck Hunt, this is the matchup where Duck Hunt has the much worse time. Even just, not just like trying to approach, but even just trying to generally get my projectiles through. Fridge, do you want to know who specifically shown me how painful this matchup is? Can you guess who? Because they're in your crew. Oh, man. But yeah, it's just so difficult to get get through Mega Man's projectiles, and he just defeats all of mine. Let's see. Rosalina and Luma. Another one for the favourable list for me. I mean, the disjoints can be painful, but the unfortunate thing for Rosalina is she falls into that category of characters that I can, like, kill relatively early. The down B does, like, does help her chances, but yeah. At least she doesn't have the tail hurt box like what Mewtwo does. It is a bit, like, of a struggle sometimes, though, when Rosalina players know how to use the Luma and where to put the Luma on the stage, but overall, it's not a big issue for Duck Hunt, because I'm still going to find a way to get my projectiles through, like, eventually. Roy. I'll be honest with you, not favourable. Rushdown kills me early, combos me to oblivion. Just overall not a great experience, and although, like, the projectiles do help a bit, it's just Roy's speed just kind of, like, outclasses me in every way. I mean, I don't play against enough Roy players, so maybe my thoughts on that might change, but yeah, he's just a struggle for me to play against at the moment. I think I'd also put Sheik in the -1 for me as well, just because she does fit into that side of being able to combo me to oblivion like Joker does, and on top of that, she's also really, really difficult for me to hit, and also anti-air sometimes, and man. On top of that, like, the neutral B can also be a pain sometimes, just trying to get cans through and trying to get any of my other projectiles through. But it's mostly just speed that defeats me. It also doesn't help when Sheik players just know the combos. Honestly, I feel like Sheik is just overall an underrated character. Like, even though she does struggle to kill, it's just pain for me. Shulk. I kinda lean toward, like, more towards this being I don't know whether or not to put Shulk in -1 or 0. Because, like, sure, Shulk has speed and does have, like, he does have the speed Monado and the smash Monado, but it's like, it's still relatively easy to wall him out most of the time, and his recovery is super exploitable. At least for Duck Hunt, but it's mainly the the speed Monado that's difficult for me to get around, and the smash one. Also the shield. Yeah, you personally reckon the Sheik not being able to kill thing is a myth. She doesn't have a lot of kill options, but the ones she does have are pretty decent. Dude, look, I'll be honest with you. I didn't really have that much trouble killing when I played Sheik, or attempted to play Sheik either. And what a lot of people don't really seem to realize is that although Sheik's moves don't generally do a great deal of damage, she's fast and extremely combo heavy and can still rack up some serious damage fast. Simon. I'll be honest with you. Going all the way up here. My projectiles just kind of outclass Simon's in every way. Just about. I mean, it can be a difficult situation if I do get off stage, but I'm just going to use my projectiles to outrange him, and yeah, my projectile game is just overall better. I feel sorry for some Simon and Richter players, but it's just overall one of those matchups where they get out projectiled. Also, recovery super exploitable by Duck Hunt, and yeah, I can combo them. I can combo Simon and Richter. Now, Sonic time. Sonic. I'll be honest with you, I feel like a good Sonic will be down here. You know, obviously, rush down, speed, combos. I don't really feel like I need to say a whole lot about Sonic. Like, a good Sonic is just gonna run rings around me and just combo me and destroy me in every way. Like, the speed and reaction times with this character are just too good for me to really use my projectiles effectively. Not to mention, he can also kill me relatively early, and it is a struggle to recover against Sonic. This is why, like, Duck Hunt does struggle against speedy characters, especially, like, in terms of recovery. Characters like Sonic can just go off stage and kill me before I even get a chance to shoot with a gunman. Where's Sora, though? Sora. I don't know what to say against Sora. I feel like it's definitely in the middle somewhere. Because, like, Sora has the option of killing me early, but my anti-airs also, at least at the moment, work great against him, and at least, like, when you're able to predict those side Bs, they can be really easy to punish. Fridge, I feel like it's still too early for me to tell, but I don't know. I need more experience in the Sora matchup to really be able to tell. It's just a matter of once he does get in, he kills me extremely quickly. And I won't say he's the worst character in the aerials against me. Zero Suit Samus. Definitely not favorable. Basically for the same reasons like Sheik. Like, just overall a very fast and tricky character for me to beat in. And even sometimes it can be difficult to anti-air because a lot of good Zero Suit Samus players will know how to use that flip kick. And it's just overall like a really good, like, decent speed character, and yeah, those combos are just difficult for me to get out of. Min. Fridge, good point actually. I haven't ended the I haven't ended the session from the last time I streamed. Alright, Min time. I'm gonna struggle so much deciding on this. I am really gonna struggle with this, because I don't play against many Min-Mins. No one plays this character. But... As much as I hate to say it... Yeah, I agree with you, Fridge. -2. -2. Just outranges me in every way, and it's a struggle to set up my projectiles against Min-Min. Especially, like, it's all about our range, not... It's just a painful experience trying to get through to Min-Min. Look, I know, like, Min-Min's not everyone's favourite character to play against, but I'd rather just be honest and say I have a bad matchup against Min-Min. The other thing is, like, just the fact that she doesn't need to go near me while I'm off stage to edgeguard me, it basically makes my recovery setups pointless. Toon Link? I'd say Toon Link is definitely also unfavorable. I mean, Toon Link is good, very floaty, but at the same time, the floatiness just kinda is his downfall sometimes in this matchup, and his moves can be quite punishable. Like, the best option that Toon Link really has against me is basically staying in the air and trying to drop bombs on the stage. But he is a character that I can thankfully anti-air, and mainly because of his slow jumping speed, I can catch him in the air as well. But on top of that, he's also a character that's generally easy for me to edgeguard. At least if I can get him far enough off the stage, that is. Wario. I don't know what to say about Wario, to be entirely honest with you. I do feel like he leans towards the not favourable side, just because he does have good maneuverability, and he can actually... Like, he does also have some of those aspects where it's like he's difficult to hit with my projectiles. He does have good speed against me, surprisingly, but it's just one of those, like, types of matchups where if he gets in close to me and starts comboing me, mate, I really don't stand a chance. I just don't stand a chance. Yoshi. I definitely feel like Yoshi's not in the negatives for me. I feel like he's more in the favourable side for me. Just because, like, how do I put it this way? He doesn't really have a great deal besides the eggs to get through my projectiles, and the gunmen do generally work well against him. And the aerial approach can be difficult just because of the can, but it's not necessarily like the worst matchup for Yoshi. Is like, he does have decent ground speed, and he can at least mix up a bit of his aerial game, but honestly, he's not a character that I have trouble anti-airing at all. But then again, I don't play against many good Yoshis. In fact, I rarely see Yoshis. I don't know where they all are for me. I've got 2 characters left. Yeah, young Link, not favourable. He's basically just... How do I put it this way? He's basically, like, got the same things, like, good against me that the other Links have. But it's amplified against me. Like, his arrows, his boomerang, and his overall speed and his aggressiveness is just way too much for Duck Hunt to deal with. It is insane. Like, I just struggle immensely against young Links, and there isn't really a whole lot that I can do. Mainly because, not only can they zone better than me, they throw out projectiles a lot faster than me, and I'm pretty sure one fire arrow can take out pretty much every one of my gunmen. But yeah, overall, just young Link, not a fun matchup for Duck Hunt. Right, so I'll read out what you got to say here. For anyone who says Smash is a party game, I present to you Min Min. Min Min is not a party game character. If you pull out Min Min, this ain't a party for you. I'm kicking you out. Oh, man. I mean, look, I'll be honest with you. Even though there's, like, obvious characters in this game that I dislike, I'm not going to be the type of person who will say, no, don't play this character. You shouldn't play this character. Play whoever you want to play. And, it's just a matter of being able to learn what to do against the characters like Min Min. Zelda. Not favourable, but doable. The reason why I say this is not favourable but doable is because, you know, Zelda obviously isn't the fastest character, and although Zelda does have, like, a good neutral B reflector, it's not really too... Like, it's not always too massive an issue if you get the timing down right and know how to punish it. But overall, the Phantom is just a real pain to recover against as Duck Hunt, and like, just all around trying to approach Zelda and, you know, do anything in this matchup, it's just ow. But overall, like, I don't feel like it's the worst matchup for me. I know like a lot of people would think it is, but if I can somehow get through those projectiles and hit some of my own combos, then it's a winnable matchup. It's very doable. But yeah, basically, the bottom list here, these are the characters that you'll want to play against me. This is going to be painful. But I'd say probably the character that I have the most experience against is Palutena, at least out of the -2s, because for a good year and a half, that was the top character that I'd see on Quick Play down in Victoria. But dude, there we go. I don't think I've missed any characters. At least, those are the Echo Fighters that don't really change anything, so I'm going to save that.